require smartphone makers to share source code with the government and implement multiple software changes under new security rules, a plan that has triggered quiet resistance from tech giants including Apple and Samsung. According to reports, the tech companies have countered that the package of 83 security standards, which would also include a requirement to alert the government to major software updates that lacks any global precedent, risks revealing proprietary details. The plan is the part of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's efforts to boost security of user data as online fraud and data breaches increases in the world's second largest smartphone market with nearly 750 million phones. Meanwhile, Indian IT Secretary S. Krishnan has said that any legitimate concerns of the industry will be addressed with an open mind. Now for this discussion, we welcome Mr. Pawaz Piyushi, AI and Digital Trust Analyst, joins us live from Bangalore. Thank you very much, Mr. Piyushi, for joining us. Welcome to NewsX World. Now looking at this, should Indian government have this authority to require smartphone users and companies to share source? Where is this coming from?
I think this debate is being framed a bit narrowly, in my opinion. Right now, it sounds like a choice between national security and corporate secrecy. But the real issue is not access versus control. It is actually intention versus drift. Smartphones today are not any other consumer gadgets. They are identity holders, payment tools, communication infrastructure, and behavioral sensors. So it's completely legitimate for any country, including India, to ask, do we actually understand the systems our citizens depend on every day? There are strong reasons why the state is asking for deeper visibility. Closed systems create national security risk. They limit accountability when breaches happen, and they increase long-term dependence on foreign black boxes. So the concern itself is very valid and serious. But forcing blanket access to source code is a very blunt instrument, I think, because source code alone does not guarantee security. If handled poorly, it can actually increase attack surfaces, slow innovation, and create fragmentation where every country demands a different version of the same system. So I think this is where we are missing a more foundational question. Before asking for access, we need to ask for intention. What exactly does the state intend to do with this access? And just as importantly, what does it explicitly intend not to do? In my work, I call this artificial intention. The idea that systems should be governed by declared purpose before they are optimized or inspected. A more durable approach here would be to kind of not raw source code disclosure, but verifiable intention. That means requiring companies to clearly disclose what their systems are optimizing for, what data pathways exist, what risks are intentionally excluded, and what boundaries cannot be crossed, even by the state. Security without dignity creates a different kind of risk altogether, and if users feel devices can be repurposed or misutilized, I think trust collapses, and trust is one of the most foundational national infrastructure, I suppose. So this shouldn't be a fight between governments and companies. It should be a shift from opaque systems to intentional systems, because just replacing one black box with another does not make any sense and does not make us safer either. So it only makes responsibility harder to see. That's my take on it.
With that, I would like to thank Mr. Pawaz Piyush for joining us and sharing that insight with us on NewsX World. That's all we have time for. Keep watching NewsX World for more news updates from around the world.